Yo, what's going on everyone? Guiding Light here, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to complete the Nether Explore mission. Now, this mission is actually pretty easy to complete once you figure it out, but on your first playthrough, it can be a little confusing, all of the different steps you have to complete, and it doesn't really tell you exactly what you need to do. Now, to get started, you're going to have to go over to this room on the right side, and it will tell you to destroy these 3 weapons. Now, in order to do this, you'll have to activate these 3 crystals, as well as defeat most of the enemies in the room as well. Now, once most or all of these crystals are destroyed, there will be a blight in the center which will reveal itself, and you'll be able to get past this portion of the mission. Now, there will be tons of enemies along the way as well, and so you will most likely have to take them out. Now, after this, you'll be able to go to the next room. There's going to be pretty much the same process, bunch of enemies to destroy, but this time there's another puzzle. You'll have to activate these little rings on the ground. There's going to be a bunch of different points you have to just simply run around and collect. Once you've defeated all the enemies, though, it'll make this a ton easier. So in order to activate this room, there's going to be a bunch of different lights on the ground. You have to just simply go over them all and then defeat the torment, which will spawn in order to destroy this second weapon. Now, once this happens, there's going to be a third objective, which you have to complete as well. This one's actually pretty simple. It will just have you guys destroying lanterns in a specific area. Now, if you guys are having trouble finding any of these areas, just simply open up your ghost shell and it will tell you guys exactly where they're at. Now, once you complete the puzzle in the second room, it will reveal another blight, which you will have to destroy. Now, at this point, though, you just have to wrap up the third objective very quickly, which will be to go and destroy these lanterns. After this, you'll head back to the center where we are now, and you'll be able to take on this boss fight. So the 3 weapons are pretty easy. There's just 2 of the rooms that can be a little confusing. But as you can see now, I'm in the third one, and all you have to do is come in here, defeat the enemies, and then destroy these lanterns to gain access to this blight. Now, once you destroy that one, there's going to be a boss that spawned in, at least for me. Once I destroyed that boss, it told me to go and take out the subjugator, which was located in the center of the Court of Oryx. Now, this boss was not really too tough to complete, but you just run up to the center here, and you'll notice that there is this boon station, as well as a new boss fight, which has been spawned into the back of the court. So that's about halfway through the mission, and things are pretty simple so far, but the things definitely do get a lot more confusing towards the end. So once you take out the boss, there's going to be a new location it tells you to go to, where it tells you to dive deeper into the nether. Now, once you guys get to this location, though, there's going to be a small puzzle in which you have to complete as well. So it pops up there saying to nether delve, and then you just open up your ghost shell. It'll tell you guys to go to the next area. And now when you get here, there's going to be a bunch more objectives which need to be completed. And this is where I actually did get quite confused on what it is you had to do. So at first you'll just have to destroy a bunch of enemies, but after this it will tell you guys to destroy taken clusters. Now the first set's going to be pretty simple to destroy. You just have to destroy the ones that pop up on the walls right in front of you. Now after this there's going to be 2 more sets of clusters you have to get. There's going to be one on the right side here, but in order to access this you'll have to actually defend this capture point until they will pop up. So simply jump up here, defend this capture point, and then you should be able to destroy the taken clusters which spawn in on this objective. Now, once you guys have done this, you're going to want to run back downstairs a bit to the right side. There's going to be another room to clear out. This is the same thing. You just a couple bosses and then destroy the clusters on the walls. Now, just in case you missed it, guys, where you guys went and defended that zone, that base right before this, there are 2 clusters that will spawn after you're done defending that area. So just simply make sure that you did shoot those clusters off of the wall after capturing that point up there. Once you do this, it will spawn in yet another boss fight, and you'll be able to go on to the next phase of the mission. Now, the next phase of the mission is going to be the final stage, but it can get even more confusing in this part because you have to go and capture 3 more points. Now, the first point is pretty straightforward. You're just going to go inside and it'll tell you to defend this area to release taken energy. So just like the objective before, you just simply defend this area and you will release the taken energy. So this step's actually pretty simple. Now, the next 2 can get a little bit confusing because on the next step, the objective marker will tell you to pretty much go to a locked puzzle door. However, the objective is actually located underneath that area. So jump down into the basement, and when you get to this corner here, you're going to notice that there's a bunch of red nodes which need to be destroyed. As you begin to destroy them, you'll notice that a bunch of enemies will spawn in. So simply just take out all of the enemies, and once they're all gone, you should be able to clean up the rest of the room of these nodes to release this second phase of taken energy. Now, as you can see, guys, the objectives don't usually pop up unless you're right next to them, and that's what makes this step so confusing. Now, after this, it's going to be one more taken energy you have to release. It'll tell you to collect boons once again, and then just simply go to the third objective step. Now, for the third objective step, it's pretty much the same as before, where you have to go and destroy lanterns. And so if you open up your ghost shell, it should show you guys exactly how to get there. But very quickly, I'm going to run over there and show you exactly how I did it and where it was, because a lot of the objective markers were a bit off. and it would seem like they were in an area, but it turns out they were actually down, basically in like the basement or the downstairs area. So if you come over here, you'll notice that there's a bunch of lanterns that need to be destroyed. Once you do this, you will be able to move on to the final portion of the mission, which is just simply a boss fight, and you will be able to complete this. So it was a little bit confusing. The mission definitely got harder and harder as it went on. So hopefully this does help you guys out. Just a quick little walkthrough to get you through, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.